So that was a bummer, right? But if he hadn't drawn that second Conjurer's Calling that turn, and I didn't play my quest, which is a bit of a mistake, but it's fine, whatever. Don't mind me just playing a little bit of Quest Warlock with Mechathune, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. It's going to be an OTK deck. It is on a Hearthstone guide that I found online. The link to that will be in the description below, so don't worry about that. And I was just looking at it, as I sometimes do, you know, just trying to look for fun decks to try out, and I was like, wait, this deck actually looks insane. It actually looks like a pretty decent Mechathune deck that can maybe beat stupid, annoying warriors. So right off the bat, we have an amazing starting hand with a Questing Explorer for this deck, along with a Mortal Coil. Also a nice heal. Unfortunately, we drew the Broodmother early, but to be fair, we do have Plot Twist in our deck, so we can shuffle her back in and potentially draw her a couple more times later. Questing Explorer is just a draw card and pass. Shadow Bolt's fine. This deck isn't exactly the same. I actually didn't have a Lord Godfrey or Blood Mage Thalnos. To replace them, I put in an Acolyte of Pain for a little bit of extra card draw. I took out the Evil Genius for a Fiendish Circle, which I think synergized really well with the deck because you run 2 Plague of Flames, so it's just, you just kind of wipe the board, or at least kill 4 minions. And then the last one, I put another Hellfire because I didn't have Lord Godfrey and I did need another form of removal. Although, if you do want to make this deck, I would recommend crafting Lord Godfrey because he beats the Reborn mechanics in this deck. So that's that. I'm going to just heal myself for 3. I don't necessarily want to use the coin right now. I want to... No, I'll probably use the coin soon. I should probably use it at some point, but...
No tomb can hold me.
That's fine. We had a Mortal Coil for that. I'm not too surprised. You can Mortal Coil the 3-1. Play Doomsayer as well. Coin draw a card. I actually feel like just coining is probably the best thing to do. Coin draw. And then just Doomsayer. And what's he going to do? Kill it? If he decides to kill it, that's fine. He does it to save a 1-2. It's probably not going to do much of anything. And I think at this point we just stall out the game. I'll try to get to our Mechathune combo. Maybe draw a Plot Twist at some point. Speak of the devil. So I could draw Plot Twist. But what I'm thinking here is we play the long con. We play Acolyte of Pain and Life Tap. Maybe draw a couple of cards before we Plot Twist. Mortal Coil as well would be really nice. I think this is a really good position to be in. Oh no. That's bad, but not the worst. You want to save that Galvanizer. I can do 4, 5, 6 with Mortal Coil. I can't quite kill it.
I wonder.
I guess in theory what I could do is just play like Plague. Oh, I would hate to Plague this, man. But I don't think I'm going to get rushed down. Maybe if we just play the Defender and nothing bad will really happen. We'll play the Defender. It'll get me some life. I'll be able to Shadow Bolt to kill it next turn. And although it's a much slower play and he's going to be able to get an extra thing out of it, I don't want to use a Plague of Flames to kill something. That's just one dude. Like, he pumps it one more time. It was already going to be a rough situation for me anyway. I can still Shadow Bolt it this turn and be fine. Voodoo Doll with Mortal Coil is a nice little combo. We'll Shadow Bolt it. Do I want to Bone Wraith? Because if I Bone Wraith, he's just going to be able to do this. But, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. He's going to have to come with a 5-attack minion and then be able to hero power afterwards. And if he does something like, there's another Plague of Flames. That's actually really nice. Oh boy, wait. How many cards do I draw here? Do I overdraw? I don't think I overdraw. At all. I think I come close, but I don't think I actually quite get there. We plot twist to finish our quest, and that's totally fine. Do I want to Hellfire this board? I don't think it's worth it, really, to Hellfire this. Or really Zilliax. There's nothing really that devastating on my board at the time. So I think we just plot twist for 9 cards, finish our quest, and then see where this takes us. Because we don't want to keep any of the cards in our hand right now. We don't want to keep Galvanizer. I mean, Galvanizer's fine to keep, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's still going to be a good enough card. But I don't necessarily want to keep it and accidentally play it, you know? And bait out the Mecha'thun. Although this is a bit of a bummer. The fact that I didn't draw Mecha'thun at all. Because what if he pulls it out of my deck, right? That would suck. I think we can draw 1, play Twilight Drake, and end. Plot twist again? We could, but I'm not going to. We're going to just play Twilight Drake. Get a pretty decently sized minion. I don't think I'm going to get rushed down at all. Plot twist again. I have another Broodmother. Bait out a removal. I'm fine with that. That's terrible. But this is where the Fiendish Circle and Plague of Flames mini combo comes in. This is the big boy play that I am so happy exists. And you know what? I'm going to give credit to this guy real quick. Who is he? Where are you? You were on the Hearthstone guide. Where are you? Oh, yes. Praise the RNG. This guy's a genius. He was like, the Fiendish Circle running 1 was a really cool synergy with the second Plague of Flames. Like, it's actually insanely strong, and I don't even have to use Twisting Nether to do it. I can save that for a different board later and save mana to do this now. Right? So, at this point, we're just going to do that. And then we're going to Plague of Flames, because we still have 1 left in the deck. And, probably plot twist one more time, because we want to get the second plot twist out of the way so we can have the Galvanizer. And then Hero Power, and just start trying to draw through the deck a little bit more efficiently. I don't even think we need to necessarily play anything. We just want to draw. If I draw something super cheap, if I draw like a Twilight Drake, I guess I'll play it. And by super... Actually... 7 cards, we'll go to 8. There's no reason not to. We want to thin out the deck, and now we have a 0 mana Twisting Nether. Like, this is insane.
This place is scary.
I don't care what you discover, man. It's nothing to me. 0, zip, nada. Even without Lord Godfrey, which I think is a really, really important piece to this deck, I will still say that. If you have him, take out the second Hellfire, put in Lord Godfrey. But if by some chance you do not, it's definitely fine to do this as well. To put in the extra Hellfire. I feel like into a lot of matchups it'll still be okay. And into like heavy aggro matchups, low-key might even be better to like clear the board earlier before you get blown out. But that's fine. We want to keep this Twisting Nether just in case for later. In fact, having this Twisting Nether means that if I do draw Mecha'thun at some point, I don't even necessarily even need the original combo in my hand. So we'll save it. It's a 0-cost card. I can just drop it at any point anyway. We'll draw 1. Voodoo Doll, that's a nice one to have. We could play this, draw another card, kill off something, but I want to save that for something bigger. So I think we're just going to play Twilight Drake and Reborn. And pass. I don't think there's anything more I really need to do right now. I just need to filter through my deck, use my removal, and kill him with Mecha'thun. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a little bit disappointing, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal. We can always just Hellfire this board because we still need to play a Hellfire. Questing Adventure or Questing Explorer we can play afterwards. So we're just gonna life tap, see what we get. Mecha'thun now costs 0, so like we literally don't even need to do anything. We literally have the perfect combo right here. In fact, we could just dump my hand, dump my board, entirely wipe the board, all in the same turn, and get the Mecha'thun combo off for free, and just play random stuff. So we're gonna Hellfire first. We're then going to Questing Explorer. Or just because, you know, we have several forms of removal still in here. I think I should probably stop life tapping though. That's something I might want to start doing because I need to look at the board. Okay, so that's a bit of a disappointment. We'll just play a Broodmother and life tap. We want to get through my deck super efficiently, in my opinion. We want to be able to play all of these cards. There's no reason not to life tap. If I draw the Broodmother next turn, we life tap. Or we don't life tap. If we draw Galvanizer, we still might want to life tap. This is totally fine. The amount of armor he has literally doesn't matter to me at all. We have Twisting Nether into Rotten Apple Bomb. I gain some life off of that. We still have a Siphon Soul as well. We're totally fine. We also have a free Hellfire. We can just play a ton of spells the last turn if we need to in order to close out the game. So, Rotten Apple Bomb, I feel like is a good play. No, we should Twisting Nether first. Definitely Twisting Nether first. Kill off everything. And then not even play that much. Maybe just play this instead, actually. And save these two for a different play later. We still want to play Galvanizer next turn. Probably Zilliax onto the Galvanizer to make him a little more durable. Whoa! That's unfortunate. We're Siphon Souling that. We're definitely Siphon Souling that. So I don't get killed. We got the Galvanizer. We have the kill that. And then the pass. This is actually now a cheaper combo. I actually think I'm still going to win this game, right? Like, yeah, I still probably win this game. I have the combo in hand. I definitely could have finished it next turn. All I had to do was play the Mortal Coil, and I have the 10 mana needed to win the game off of it, but I didn't. That's a my bad, for sure. But let's still just do this. I'm gonna kill that off. He's not gonna gain any life. Then we're gonna Mortal Coil this for fun. And then pass. And then we win the game next turn. And there's nothing this stupid warrior can do about it. Yeah, he just... Okay, he kills off my board. I Hellfire, Voodoo Doll, Mechathoon, Plague of Flames. And we're good to go. I took 2 damage from fatigue, that's fine. We Hellfire. We play Voodoo Doll. We'll just mark you up with him, whatever. Mechathoon and Plague of Flames. And just like that, we win the game. And there's nothing this Control Warrior can do against that. Eat that, Control Warrior. You know what? Just because I beat a Control Warrior with this deck, and it didn't take 20 minutes, it probably took a decent amount of time, but not quite 20 minutes. I love this deck so much. Man, this is... Right off the bat, just by playing this deck, it felt fluid. I feel like it has the potential to be top-ish tier of my favorite decks. Although there are some things I may want to change, just in terms of survivability. Even against a control deck, I went down to like 14 or 13 health if I remember correctly. But I don't necessarily know what I would change either. I think that the deck that I have is pretty solid. This deck list is really, really good. The changes I made by putting in the Fiendish Circle were insane. Acolyte of Pain does add to card draw, don't get me wrong, but if you want to take him out for a little bit of extra heal, like take him out for a Current Defender, might be a decent choice, or maybe toss him in there for some, like another just decent, cheaper body, like another Ring for Farseer. But it's up to you. Acolyte of Pain adds to the draw, allows you to finish your quest quicker and get to Mechathoon faster, so totally up to you. Hopefully this next game I play against a more aggro deck though, so hopefully I play against this deck's bad matchup and see how it fares against that, and then the game won't be too long, so see you in the next one. Well, no, next game, not in the next video. Moving on. So, okay, we're moving on to a more aggressive deck, or against an aggressive deck. And I will say right now that I did lose a couple of games. This deck is currently 1-3. I lost to 2 Conjurer's Calling Mages and a Zulok. Right, so Conjurer's Calling Mage, the Fiendish Circle combo with Plague of Flames is actually insane, and it made the game almost winnable because I killed his cheesed out board, and I actually was able to get through most of my deck, but he did have a second Conjurer's Calling that he happened to draw, so that was a bummer, right? But if he hadn't drawn that second Conjurer's Calling that turn, and I had had like 1 or 2 more turns, I would have been able to win with Mechathune. So that was a close game, and I have to say, Fiendish Circle is an insane addition to this deck. Against the Zulok, I just got rushed down super hard. And it made me realize that the biggest weakness for this deck is just speed. Right? Like, this deck beats Control Warrior hard. Like, he has nothing really to pressure you. Even in the deck where he had double pump all of your taunts and he got it on the double buff guy, or on the created duplicate guy, and I didn't play my quest, which is a bit of a mistake, but it's fine, whatever. You know, is it the end of the world? No. I lose 2 stacks on it. If I get a good plot twist, it's probably going to get completed anyway. Yes, I know that didn't quite hit the mark. Shut up, man. I understand. I get it. I messed up. But the weakness of this deck is definitely, it gets wrecked by speed. And there are ways around that. Like, if you do get 2 plot twists fairly early and finish your quest and you get a ton of, like, cheesed out stuff, like you get a 0-mana Ziliax and a Rotten Apple Bomb for cheap, you can win, for sure, into aggro and combo if you get, like, really good cards. But sometimes it just doesn't happen. I want to play against something that I can Mortal Coil and actually get stuff off of. Mortal Coil is very good for Voodoo Doll. I would recommend keeping one for Voodoo Doll every time. Sure. We life tap again. We're able to play this with Mortal Coil next turn to kill that off. If he plays the Hyena, we're totally fine. If he doesn't play the Hyena, we just play Rotten Apple Bomb. We have a play into both of his potential plays. Rotten Apple Bomb, even into Snipe, doesn't get hit too hard. Coin Subject 9? Or is he just going to play the Hyena? Dude, you have absolutely every secret. The bright side, that means a Subject 9 play is not going to be that impactful at all. On the downside, that's just super duper annoying. So Rotten Apple Bomb's slightly worse here. Maybe we just go with this. He's a 4-9 Snipe. Fine. It doesn't really matter to me. I'll be able to bait out some secrets with a 4-5. Rather than losing potential heal.
Unity, precision.
Is he going to trade in? I don't agree with that. Okay, so he's got a freeze trap for sure. Snipe's not going to do anything. This guy stays alive and will life tap. Plot twist is very nice. I'll plot twist next turn. How many cards will I have? Wow, I actually might end up like 2 cards short of finishing my quest. He draws, I think, 3 cards here. Maybe 2. He draws 0? He has all of the secrets in his hand? Oh my god, wait. So he's played 4 secrets. The deck runs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I think it runs 6. So that's freeze for sure. He wants to bait out the freeze. If he wants to bait out the freeze, that's fine. It dies. I don't care. Getting rid of that doesn't actually matter that much to me. I have Hellfire, and Mortal Coil. Freeze trap. Yeah, sure. I don't care if that dies, right? We have Hellfire. We have Mortal Coil for this, and then we get to draw. Ooh, wait, that's a rat trap. Oh god. Is it worth it to draw a card to trigger the rat trap and potentially die? Like, I won't even come close to dying, though. We'll trigger it. He didn't play rat trap? What? I'm so confused. Why wouldn't he have played rat trap? Maybe he just didn't assume I would combo off as hard as I did, I guess. Okay, so we now know that that's explosive, which means I can do pretty much whatever I want. We can just play Rotten Apple Bomb and be fine. Rotten Apple Bomb, plot twist. Finishes my quest. I'm at 11. No, it does not. But this Ziliax plays really clean. Actually, we'll do that.
Unity. Precision.
We'll finish it next turn. Off the draw anyway. So we'll do this. I will draw 8. Next turn, I will just draw and finish off my quest anyway. So it's fine. What? Oh, pressure plate. I forgot that it could also be pressure plate because I didn't have a minion on the board when I cast that spell. That's my bad. We have a defender. We have actually a decent amount of stuff we can use to survive. I actually like this little hand here. Sure, I don't really mind that. I've drawn most of my big stuff, so my hero power is going to be a little bit suboptimal. That's Rat Trap for sure, or it's another pressure plate. No, I say we do this first, I guess, and then we play, Actually, I think Rotten Apple Bomb is just a safer one to play. It doesn't heal, it heals me less in total, and it doesn't have the ability to revive itself. With Reborn, obviously. I hope to draw plot twist soon. If I don't draw it by the time my deck gets on like 6 cards, I may need to just start like stop life tapping because I'll go into fatigue super duper soon after that. And I might as well just start dumping cards from my hand. Kills that off, sure. If he has Deadly Shot to kill my 0/7 or like kill command into kill it, that's fine. He's using kill cards to try to deal with a very easy simple minion. Yeah, sure. He's using good removal to deal with a very simple card. All this is going to go off after he plays Zul'jin, which I really don't care about. I'm going to be honest. Like, I'll be able to bait out some of his stuff with Zul'jin. Or some of the secrets that he replays. Okay, so one is explosive, one is rat. Now I know that for a fact. We're going to life tap. And then we can... Ooh, that was not a high roll at all. We'll play that. We'll kill this, and we'll pass. That is a 2 mana for 1 mana play. But again, it's still just cycling through the deck, because if I can get a plot twist in the next 2 turns, everything is okay.
You'll find me wherever the action is.
This is going to play that. Okay. We're going to Siphon Soul the 8/8 then. Heal myself a lot. There's Mechathune. That's fine. Heal me up. Murder that. Kill this. That's a pressure. No, it's not a pressure plate. What am I talking about? I already said I know what it is. Rat Trap and Freezing Trap. Kill that. We'll play the Broodmother just because we can. It's just a little bit of extra protection. I might as well start cycling through because I don't need a ton of health at this point, right?
I'm gonna win big.
I don't need a ton of health because I'm trying to just draw from my combo here, and I'm in a position where I'm not low, and he's running lower on cards, and even if he gets like Zul'jin, it doesn't matter. Hunter's Mark, cool. Into Explosive Shot. Oh, multi-shot, okay. You know, same difference. Galvanizer, don't like it. Play that. Rotten Apple Bomb. Just trying to defend myself against a potential Zul'jin play. If he does play Zul'jin, he gets 2/5/5s. That's probably my only fear in this entire matchup at this point. A giant Zul'jin play. He hasn't even played the coin yet. Well, there's another Unleash the Beast. That's never what you want to see. Oh, okay. I actually don't mind that. I'm gonna hit the 4/1 into it, I guess, because if I hit with my thing, the explosive trap's gonna go off anyway. So yeah, let's just trade in the 4/1. Hit face. There's the explosive. We're gonna life tap again. We really need plot twist, man. Dude, oh my god. This is actually abysmal. Like, I'm gonna not life tap anymore. Second plot twist has been rough. It would seem like it would be well played, doesn't it, sir? But guess what? It's not. I'm gonna have to play a bigger thing. I don't need to redraw it for health. Pass. On the bright side, the things I drew off of the hero power were either useless, so I didn't have to play them anyway. So it's not like I'm missing out on a ton. If he plays Uldum in a turn or two, like I got Twisting Nether, I'm fine. It's more just a little bit annoying than anything. Mortal Coil? Are you serious, dude? Fine. We'll trade. We'll play. We'll Mortal Coil. You're joking me, right? And then we'll hit him. I don't need to do that anymore. Neither of the things that I draw will be worth it, and I don't want to go into fatigue sooner than I have to. I also didn't want him to get a giant rat, but it probably didn't matter, honestly. Just play your Uldum. Once you play your bomb card, it doesn't matter what I do, and I can play the game like I want to play it. And boom, there's the Uldum. Thank you. We got it. We made it to his Uldum play. We're going to heal a little bit more. I'm fine with this. I'm totally fine with everything that's happening. We're going to play Questing Adventurer. Then we're going to... Ooh, actually, what do I want to do here? I think I just wipe his board. I think I almost wipe his board. Kill his own thing. Nice. Mwah, beautiful. Okay. Still have a Hellfire in this too. Dear goodness. Dude, okay. You know what? We're fine. We play this. I think we just dump my hand, honestly. We play Fiendish Circle. We play Plague of Flames. Oh yeah, that does kill one, doesn't it? We play this. Wait, and then we play this. We trigger the Rat Trap. That doesn't even die. We trigger the Rat Trap.
Of course it's the right way.
Then we Plague of Flames. Kill off everything, and we get left with a 2-1 taunt. And then we get to plot twist next turn. And everything's fine. Oh my god, we just plot twist Twisting Nether next turn, and then the turn after that we just dump my hand, and we're fine. We're totally fine. Deadly Shot? Oh my gosh. We have to plot twist first, because if we don't plot twist, then the Mechathune doesn't actually get reduced cost. Or it doesn't get his cost reduced. But does that matter? Because this actually costs 0?
Now it's good.
No, it will matter, because if I plot twist, then it'll go back in my deck. That's dumb. So this just redraws my hand. We'll just Twisting Nether. And then plot twist. And then next turn, dump my hand. And then hopefully survive one more turn. Yeah, we're fine. And we want to Hellfire first, so it doesn't kill my minions, because technically speaking, I want to have the minions on the board, I guess. I don't think it really matters. No, don't do that to yourself, man. What if I messed up the combo? Honestly, reduce him by 1. Heal myself. You know what I said about the Hellfire thing? I lied. Let's just Hellfire and kill my own stuff, because he's given up. It also doesn't really matter. And then we win. With Mechathune and Plague of Flames. So, this guy's deck wasn't, like, the most aggressive. No! Wait, okay. He's not going to be able to read the fact that I have Mechathune in my hand, right? He can't read hands. Please.
Put your faith in
Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, we're chilling. We also know that it's not pressure plates. We're actually fine. We play this, and then we Plague of Flames, and we kill him. So you know that this deck can actually still beat moderately aggressive decks. Even with getting the plot twist as the last card, which is probably the worst thing that could ever happen for this. Well, not the worst thing, but one of the worst things that could ever happen for this deck. So despite the worst case scenario, he also drew all of his secrets early, so he didn't get a lot of extra acceleration himself. So neither of us really had ideal situations, but this one I ended up beating him. The fiendish circle play worked out super duper nicely. God, I'm so lucky that that happened. I'm so lucky that the thing was killed, and then I realized that, hey, I could just trigger the rat trap too and get that out of the way. Like, that pressure plate helped me. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. This deck can beat aggro. I think that adding the Rotten Apple Bomb instead of the Acolyte of Pain is a nice addition. Like, none of these games where I played against Conjurer's Calling or the aggro would have changed if I'd had a little bit of extra draw, like 1 or 2 extra draw. Because into the mage, the Conjurer's Calling mage, he would have just killed my Acolyte of Pain and I would have drawn 1 card, as opposed to a taunt, which bought me like 1 turn from a big minion. So really both ways it saved me only 1 turn. And into an aggro deck, the Rotten Apple Bomb buys me like 1 turn from taunt and then some extra health. So I think the second Rotten Apple Bomb is a nice addition to the deck. But the link in the description will be to his deck, and then I will have a deck code that will be my deck. So the Hearthstone link is his, deck code is mine. I would recommend putting in Godfrey for the second Hellfire. And long story short, I feel like this deck, even though it's 2 and 3, is still a very good deck.